All right, welcome back, friends. So recently in some of my comments on the Rotopax videos, I've been getting, well, comments talking about this guy. Now this is the vented spout from Rotopax themselves. It's like $12.99 or something like that. You can also get it on Amazon. Link in the description if you want to take a look at it. But the comment goes something like this: hey, dingus, this is for a water tank. Not supposed to use it for a fuel tank. And I get it, you know, like EPA restrictions and all that stuff. They have to send you the dumb little twisty clicky thing. I get that's not Rotopax's fault, but is this really just for a water tank? Also, are there some other options for your Rotopax besides the one they send you as far as spouts go? Let's take a look. I may have a few options for you. All right, so before we take a look at all of our options, I wanted to thoroughly go over this guy real quick because honestly, those comments kind of caught me off guard. So, when you navigate to Rotopax's website to purchase this and you go look at it, it does indeed say that this is for a water spout or a water container, made for water basically. You're supposed to use it for water, not for fuel. And so I get that, right? By looking at their website, all of you that tell me this is for water only, you are right. You are not wrong. It is for water. However, here's where things get a little interesting. If you navigate to Amazon and you take a look, and you find this spout that has Rotopax's name on it, it's shipped and sold by Rotopax in their Amazon store, even with the same part number that's on the Rotopax website. You will see down in the notes in the description, it says something to the effect of that this is for a water can and also comes with some fuel cans in certain countries. Well, if you have that on there in the description from Rotopax, that would mean that this is also for fuel. That's interesting. So I took it one step further. I did a Google for a Canadian store. I don't know why Canada, that's just who I chose. But I took a look for a Canadian store and I found a store that's also a Rotopax dealer, and I thought, okay, do they have Rotopax accessories? And they did. And in those accessories, I found this spout. And in the description of this spout on that dealer's website, it said that this is a replacement fuel spout or something to the effect of that. So I'm not arguing that you can use this for water and that Rotopax says it's for water. However, they also say that this is for fuel in a few different locations. So it is for both. And all my gripes with it in the previous video were still correct because they say it is for fuel in a few locations. So now that that's out of the way, let's look at our second option. Now this one, I'm not sure it's going to work. We're going to test it tonight to see if it will work. And this is a easy pour spout. You can get them at Tractor Supply. You can get them on Amazon too. Probably Harbor Freight as well. They're $12, $13, something like that. But I think it'll fit and I think it'll work. More importantly, the gasket size, diameter-wise, looks to be about the same. Length-wise, they're about the same length. And so this should work, hopefully. And we're going to test that tonight. Again, don't know if it's going to work, but we'll take a look. Now, the third option, and this one is kind of interesting, comes from this guy. Now, if you don't know what this is, obviously it's a gas can, right? But this is a Midwest gas can. Now, you can pick these up pretty much darn near anywhere. Tractor Supply sells them, Harbor Freight sells them, you can buy them off Amazon. I'm sure many other places sell them, and they're kind of cool. So, I bought this one because I'm doing some testing for you guys, just long-term durability testing. I'm using it quite a bit, storing, fueling it, see what happens. That's another video for a different time though, so be ready for that in the future. But know that from all my research, these guys are made in America and all that stuff. And more importantly, they have a spout that I found out a weekend ago fits the Rotopax. Let me show you. So their design is actually kind of better than Rotopax. You know, they have their little cap here, and they have their little dust cover, right? Which oddly enough, the dust cover from the Rotopax actually fits this spout here. But what I wanted to show you is this spout first specifically because the design, in my opinion, is actually nicer than the EPA design from Rotopax. And this is an EPA spout. It's vented and locks and all that awesome, good EPA stuff. But just the way it functions is better. So for one, it's not bent. That's my biggest gripe with the Rotopax EPA spout, is that it's bent. And if you have something like my Jeep and a 4-gallon can, those things are really hard to get in there because like the Jeep fuel filler is pretty recessed in there. And so to get the can in there, you have to like flip the spout upside down, then flip the can upside down and like jab it in there kind of like this. And because it's upside down, the little hook to do the thing, doesn't really work right. Also, just the mechanism to unlock it is nicer on this. Essentially what you have to do is you just press this guy down and then you just push against something. So you push against your feel there, and because it's, you know, straight, it doesn't matter which way you put this in. But that is much nicer just to push that. You can basically push this with one hand and hold the can with the other hand and push it in, and it'll work. So that's nice. I like that. The mechanism on the Rotopax, actually it's like a twist, lock, push. You know, I'll just show you. Hold on a second. So here's the one for my Rotopax. Now, this could be an old design, but this is actually the nicer one of the two that I have. The other one, the spring and stuff, is popping out. But you can see what you have to do on this one is you have to switch it over to lock, and then you have to press down, if it will, and see, it won't. This one is just completely jammed. Oh, there we go. And now it's stuck. Goody. So there's that one. I think this one actually works that direction better. Yeah, for whatever reason, it works in the locked mode better than the unlocked. And I don't know. But yeah, these things are just junk in my opinion. Oh, that one worked better. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on with this thing. It's falling apart. Both of mine are. Like I said, the other one has springs popping out. So hopefully now we're going to try putting this guy on the can. And actually, I know this one works. So let's just do that real quick. Let's, here. All right. Here's our can. And I will show you why this one sucks. So again, because this is really bent, you think that actually works. But again, if you have something like a Jeep, my Jeep in particular, TJ, that is actually detrimental because you have to flip this thing upside down to get the 4-gallon can in there, and then there's no lip for this to hit against to push down. And I end up tweaking them, and they end up leaking in here and all that stuff. They just, not good. So here is the one from the Midwestern can that you can get at Harbor Freight and Tractor Supply. And it was really funny. I was sitting there complaining about this, and a buddy of mine was there, and he goes, well, I bet you can just stick this in there. And I go, huh, I can't believe I didn't try that. And then he goes, I wonder if that would fit, and pokes it on there. And look at that, it does fit. Now, this is not the dust cover designed for that. This is the dust cover designed for the Rotopax one because it sits on there nice, right? Like that. This is the dust cover designed for this guy. It sits right in there. And I thought, okay, well, that dust cover is not going to work in there just because the way it's recessed, the cap will actually push on it. But what's cool is if you take this guy off, it's nice and flat. And the idea is that it would push flat against that gasket. So we know it works on this side, and we just stick it in here and just start cranking down. And you will see that that works. Now, I did a little bit of testing with this, and it doesn't tend to leak. You do have to kind of get this a little bit more centered, only because the gasket on the Midwest can, though the diameter, oh my gosh, I can say that word, this diameter here is actually bigger. You can see that. And so if you get this a little off, you'd have to get it pretty far off. It may leak. But it looks like from everything that I've tested, if you get this just in the center like that, and you stick it on there, it's going to be centered enough to actually have a complete seal. And I did test this. I had it on over a weekend, and I had no leaks on the roof of my Jeep. Just like that. So that's nice and secure. That's not going anywhere. And again, it looks like it would seal. I didn't have any problems. So that's kind of nice. Now, that is one option. And again, I like this one much better. In fact, I am going to use this instead of this in my can from now on. These are kind of cool. I think these are $6 or $7 from Tractor Supply. You can buy them. And probably Amazon too. If there is a link in Amazon, I will put it below so you can take a look at it. But more importantly, let's see if this one works. Now, this one's going to have one major flaw that these two and my vented one, my yellow vented one over here, has. All of these three have vents built into them. And that's kind of key because the Rotopax is not a vented can. So this guy right here, you've probably seen many times. Kind of like a black version of the old style fuel cans. This guy's kind of nice because you also get a little a vent cap. So if you have a can that you want to put a vent in, you can do it. That's nice. I don't know that I would do it on these Rotopax, me personally, because mine sit on the roof and they sit sideways, so I need them to stay perfectly sealed. But the question here is, will this seal? Now, this is interesting. It looks like it has a little plastic piece here, and I don't know what that's for. Maybe to push down on the seal. But let's see. Diameter-wise, it looks like it would work. I'm wondering if you even need that, though. Let's see. So that does look like it would work. Let's see if it'll actually just go in the tank. Oh, man. Okay, it does go in the tank. And you can pull it out, so that works. Now, let's see if it works this way. Oh, I don't know. That looks like that would work. That will indeed work. That's actually a really nice fit. I like that. And this thing is super flexible. Just the downside is it's gonna glug a lot because there's no vent on it. So this is an option for you if you wanted to do this. Let me get this thing off here now. The other problem I see with this, though, specifically, is that it doesn't come with these dust caps because I don't know why, honestly. It's probably meant to stay like this. But if you were to push it in here, do one of these work? Oh yeah, look at that. That would work just fine. That guy would work, and this is from that Midwest can. That one wouldn't work. But your dust cap cover from Rotopax itself would work just fine. All right. Lost my cap. All right, everyone. So what did we learn? Well, we learned that this fuel spout is not just for water, but also for fuel. Honestly, thank you, though, to all of those who, the spout says Canada on it. I've never noticed that till now. That's interesting. So just putting that out there. Anyway, thank you to all those who put those comments on my Rotopax video saying this is only for water, because really you made me go out and research this thing a little bit more in depth than I normally do, and you made me confirm my suspicion that this was for fuel. Now, in this case, you guys weren't wrong, but neither was I. So this is a rare case that we were both right. And that's kind of cool, though. I like that. Thank you very much for putting those comments in there. We also found out that it looks like any old style spout for like an older fuel can that actually works well, looks like it'll work for the Rotopax. They're just not going to be as good since the Rotopax is not a vented can. So these are going to chug and glug quite a lot. But they do work if that's what you want to do. And if you want to add a vent cap to it, you could. Just saying, if it was vertical on my tire, or horizontal on my tire, I would very much consider about adding a vent cap. You know, some of the first Rotopax actually did have vent caps on them. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit a thumbs up if you liked the video. Hit the comments down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or want me to test out other fuel spouts or anything else, just let me know. And a huge shout out to everyone who subscribes to the channel. I really appreciate you. You guys really help me push this channel further and make these videos. It's really awesome. And I really love reading the comments too for everyone who comments. Honestly, I do this because I enjoy making the videos for you guys. And I also enjoy reading the comments and answering them back and talking to you guys and building this little community. I think we're all in a unique position on this channel specifically because I both rock crawl, and overland as well. And with that, I get access just because I purchase it. Remember, all the stuff on this channel is purchased by me. I'm not sponsored by anyone. So I purchase gear for both, and I use gear for both. My gear can't just be for overlanding and can't just be for rock crawling. It has to do both, which I think is kind of cool because not many people, I think, do that and really understand both areas well. So there are definitely people who understand the areas separately better than me, but I don't know that they actually participate in both areas together. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.